Okay, so you finished your thumbnail sketches, and now you are ready to enlarge your two best thumbnail sketch ideas. So here is the paper that you're going to draw on, or you can do this on the iPad too. You need to take your thumbnail sketch up a notch, which means it's still going to look pretty crappy, as you can see here, as far as a drawing goes, but it will have more detail and be enlarged up a step. So like you can see by comparison, okay, this was the previous size, this is the new size. Okay, so like this is my M drawing in perspective with some 4s, and here's my original thumbnail. Here is my idea with the mirror M, and here it is here. Now you can see, let's take this one for an example, that when I've enlarged it, one of the things that I changed and worked on and thought about a little bit more and stuff was the idea that I was going to make this letter organic with like vines probably and some plants. It's going to be much more graceful and get thick and thin. The fire one is going to be entirely fiery, and it's going to have like prickly, flickery flames that it makes it up. The fire is not going to, it's going to spurt out of like the negative areas and stuff like that. And then I wanted to work my 4s in, so I have them kind of like morphing into each other and going in mirror directions because I like the symmetry of this guy. So you can see that that improved a lot for my initial thumbnail. That's the whole point. I saw the promise in this and I was like, yeah, I want to try that one. So I blew it up, not knowing if I was going to pick this one or that one, blew it up and really developed it. So then with this guy, also improved a lot, because what happened on this one is that I took my 2-point, my actually 1-point perspective knowledge, and I still sketch quality, thumbnail sketch quality here. Worked on this a little bit more. Do you see this mess right here? That's a disaster. But I didn't go back in and erase anything. I tried to restate my lines. I acknowledged that this needs work in me to figure it out. I also still, if you recall from my first presentation on the thumbnails, left this an ambiguous shape. I moved these out a little bit, as you can see, and then I'm not sure I like that, but I will have to find out. Like I moved them from the center out. I decided to put it on the rule of thirds to balance it, but I'm not sure that was a good choice because now I have this empty space. I did come in and add like a cast shadow from this M, and that helps a little bit. And I put more 4s in to move them around like a nice arc. But I kind of have an issue here. But remember what I told you in the thumbnails, that we're going to be dividing this space and adding color and expressive line, and group B is going to be adding shading. So I could fill that visually with my other decisions. Okay, so this is the step that comes after. This is the first enlargement after your thumbnails, your two best drawings enlarged. And when I entered this, I kind of thought that I would be choosing this one, but after drawing them both big, I'm now leaning towards this one. So the next stage, after you finish these two and get some feedback on them, will be to photograph them and work on your iPad, adding some colors and working out some coloring and stuff like that, just because you can try some things out without committing. Okay, so this is the first enlargement of your thumbnails.